Hey guys, Super Sarah here. I was going to come up here and make a vlog video, and then I watched a video from Bossman1974. I will link it in the description. You guys need to go watch that video first. First off, he deserves your view. He deserves the acknowledgement and support. He named a couple of other YouTubers. Sorry, I'm trying to get my mind in order. I'm going to try not to make this video too crazy long, but I had one of those moments watching the video where I realized that there was actually something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and I didn't realize that I wanted to talk about it until I saw that video. And this is not something I ever, by the way, thought that I would ever bring up on YouTube. And I kind of lightly hit on it, and now here I am making a video talking about it some more. Not at all where I expected this to go. So I watched this video of his, and it was on mental health issues. And I myself fit into a box. I'll explain that here in a minute. So I don't have anything wrong with me. I'm sorry. This is unscripted, obviously. There's a lot on my brain right now. So I'll just start talking. Let you guys hopefully catch up to what's going on in my brain. So I have had anxiety. I've had asthma exacerbations. So I can't breathe, and that has caused me to get anxiety. I've had anxiety in other situations in my life too. But there's always been something that's caused that. And I've had depression. After my asthma exacerbation, I was in the hospital for 4 days at one point, and I was depressed for those 4 days because I'm stuck in a bed having a hard time breathing, and I can't be with my family. I'm stuck. So I had anxiety. I've had depression. I kind of currently have a little bit of an obsessive compulsive thing. I like things alphabetized and organized, and I have 2 little kids, and I can't keep everything alphabetized and organized and clean and perfect, and it feels like chaos, but I fit in the box of what's normal. And that's important because I feel like everyone who is considered normal has anxiety and depression and bipolar. I have had, I've been hyper where it's hard for me to concentrate at points. And I feel like everybody has these things. And the moment that you realize that there's a problem and something happens in your brain and you get pushed out of that box, that's when you get diagnosed and you get put on medication. Okay, caught up a little bit. All right, so for the past year and a half, I have been working in a nursing home. I work the graveyard shift. I'm not going to talk about the nursing home I work at or anything because that's not important. I work in a very nice nursing home. Not that it really matters, but I don't work in some, dark, scary, dirty place. All right, I work in a very nice facility. And I work in the geriatrics wing, which is the heavy care wing. Now, we have had people come in, and I can't use names or diagnosis, that's illegal. So I'm just going to briefly, we've had people come in who, have had like pneumonia or like a hip surgery, any kind of surgery really, and they're just recovering and then they're going to go back home. So they're only with us for a short period of time until their body is strong enough to be able to live on their own by themselves. And then we've had people who are just going to continue to get worse, who have constant anxiety or depression, dementia, Alzheimer's are the big ones, Parkinson's, Huntington's, you name it. We've had, bipolar and stuff too. Usually it's a combination issue, but I've seen this stuff, for a year and a half, and we're social beings, like naturally. you get engaged or you get pregnant or you buy a house or a car. I get that box from Loot Crate, and the first thing anybody wants to do is they want to share it with people. They want to tell everybody what's going on. They want to throw it out there. It's exciting. I want to run up the stairs and make a video. It's exciting sharing the good things in your life. But when something bad happens, I think it's really easy for us to kind of hide. To hide. That's, I guess, just what I want to say. And we put our sick people, we kind of stow them away in a nursing home. And I'm not saying anything bad about nursing homes. In the vast majority of situations, that's the best place for them to go. People who are educated and trained and have the experience to take care of them, that is a much better situation than them trying to either live on their own or live with their loved ones who don't know what they're doing. But that's how we, and it's socially accepted. And I don't know how else to fix this besides just curing everyone. I don't have any great idea. I'm sorry if my voice is a little shaky. I'm trying to keep my emotions in check. So we stow them away. We put them in a nursing home, and that's socially accepted. And again, like I said, I'm not trying to say anything bad about nursing homes in general. It's just that's what happens. And because of that, we really do a disservice to ourselves, because nobody gets to see what that's like. Unless you're visiting a relative or you work in a facility like this yourself, you really don't get to see what these people go through or what it's like to deal with these situations. And then when you yourself have mental disabilities, you hide. You want to hide. There's this stigma against, people who are not mentally healthy and fit in the box. If you are outside of that, then you're different. You're ill. There's something wrong with you. And when you treat people like that and you have that mentality, you're not just doing a disservice to the person who's sick, but you're doing a disservice to yourself too. Because you don't know when the time's going to come where something happens in your life and your brain decides to just stop doing what it was doing normally, and you get pushed outside that box. And when you see other people hide and do the same thing, that's exactly what you're going to end up doing. You're going to hide and you're going to follow what you saw, and it's going to keep going that way. It's not until we start stepping up and, I guess, owning our illness and talking about it and getting support, like positive support from each other, that this will ever get better. And I have people who are close to me, very dear to my heart, who have mental problems. And it could be very minor. I know people with very minor obsessive compulsive. It's minor. I fit in that box. But I know people who are on medicine, who are on medication for anxiety. I know people who have been depressed. I've seen it. It's horrible. Nobody should have to go it alone. Nobody should be hiding. And I know, I get it. There's times where I'm sad and I want to be just left alone for a little bit. Or I'm furious and want to be left alone for a little bit. But it doesn't last hours. It doesn't last days. It doesn't last weeks. I could not imagine having to deal with something huge and keeping it in my brain to myself forever. And I'm sure a day, a week feels like forever. So I know that a great thing that we can do as a community is pretty much exactly what Bossman1974 said. And I thank you so much for making that video, because I feel better already talking about this. And like I said, it was something I didn't even know that I had on my mind. I guess it's just been back there for a while now. Also, if you're feeling alone, I read an article probably about 2 years ago now, where it said that for every one person who's diagnosed with mental illness, there are 4 more people who are going undiagnosed. And that's huge. That means that out of five of the people, the ones getting diagnosed and the rest of them are living alone in their own stuff. They're not getting help. They're not acknowledging. They might not even know that something's wrong. So yeah, I know this is kind of a long video, and it's a lot. And I have a busy life outside of YouTube. I have my own life. But don't feel awkward about commenting or PMing me, even. Don't feel bad about it. If you want to talk to me, I'm here to talk. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not a psychiatrist, but, you know, we need to love each other. And it's not until we love each other that things are going to get any better. So, take care of each other. Thank you for watching. Make sure you watch Boss Man's video. It's really good. And it started this. So, anyways, thank you guys. I don't think I have much more for you. All right. Bye.